People of the internet, the Flagrant podcast with Andrew Schulz and Akaash Singh is officially cooked. It's done. It's over. The timer says ding ding, and it's time to get it out of the oven. This show will no longer survive much longer, and I'm going to show you why today. Now, recently they had an episode talking about P. Diddy, which is a great diversion. Talk about somebody worse than Jasleen. I understand it, but it might not have worked because even Andrew doesn't believe it. And I'll show you right meow.
Yeah. But what did he eventually actually go to prison for? Do you remember what the actual charges were?
Violations of the Mann Act. They said this. This is the thing they said at the beginning and the end of the episode. Violations of the Mann Act and I think prostitution.
Yeah, I think that is the Mann Act. Like,
hey, man, the last episode, where was that guy from, that juror? Because if he's Indian, that's a bad fucking look for us.
Wait, what happened?
He said, they're asking the juror, 2 jurors are willing to come forward, and one of them has an accent. I can't tell. It might be Indian, but he's like, yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like it was him and Cassie. It was just a hot and cold relationship. You know what I mean? They just loved each other. You know, you're seeing these text messages. I don't know. Giselle, sure, it's not consensual, but then, he's beating her up, but then she said she loves him.
Sometimes the internet has a hard time understanding unconventional relationships. Okay? They jump to conclusions about certain things. Okay? Diddy, Cassie, other people, maybe on his podcast. You won't know anything.
The jury selection must
Can
have
you
been
not
fire.
compare?
Sorry, exactly. You're Cassie. You are 100% Cassie.
Oh, man.
I will say the hotel room you're getting dragged through is much more expensive than a fucking Motel 6 or whatever she was getting ripped through.
So that was crazy. You got her at an Intercontinental?
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You got to take her to a place where guys are also beating their wives, so it doesn't seem that
So it blends in with the sound.
Exactly.
But also, I heard.
Well, I've got a couple thoughts on that. I find it incredibly interesting how Akaash can recognize a bad relationship except his own. He said the whole thing, you see these text messages and all this horrible shit, but then he says he loves her, and so it's all good, right? Isn't that exactly what Jasleen is doing? She is coming out and ruining your career, and you're still putting up with it, and you can't recognize that you need to dip. But we could still look at Akaash right here. You could see the giant purple. I mean, it at no time soon, or anytime soon, sorry, it's going to be reaching over here and blending in with his sideburns. This guy has not slept for a long time. He looks like they probably boosted him up with a couple of Adderall and an energy drink just to make it through the show. But it does get a little bit worse because the Flagrant podcast cannot avoid this Akaash drama, nor does the show have any force behind it because they too know it's dead. And I'm going to show you the content that they are doing now because why not? The show is already dead. Now, you would think that after such a debilitating business decision as the last podcast episode with Akaash and Jasleen explaining the drama and basically lying out of their ass and trying to tell us all we're fucking stupid, you would think they would put some effort into making a good show, winning the fans back. But instead, this is their content.
Remember when I itched my butt during Brilliant Idiots? I did a deep scratch in my butt. Okay.
Before we started recording Flagrant, I went to the bathroom because I was like, I gotta check on something. And I sat down without pooping and I wiped, and there was a full. I think I might have forgot to wipe before we did Brilliant Idiots. So I did a whole pod with full shit on my ass after a shit. Okay, that's how I know that guy wanted to get butt fucked.
Okay, no, you can't
because
say
that's
that.
what guys' butts look like. That's what guys' butts look like. And Diddy's not sticking his dick in that doo-doo.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just a little at disbelief here that Andrew thinks that normal guys walk around with shit in their pants. So Andrew just admitted to shitting his pants. I know another guy that does a podcast that shit his pants. Maybe you guys can get together and share some tips. Oh, wait, Jasleen does. Do you think Andrew's going to hook up with Jasleen and they can rub shit all over each other? Oh, you're so shitty, Andrew. You're shitty too, Jasleen. Anything's possible in the Rogan sphere, folks. But it's quite interesting that Andrew admits that he not only shits his pants, but he does entire podcasts with shit in his pants. Great content. Let's continue.
How do you
Have
know?
clean asses.
Diddy might like a little dirty ass.
Yeah.
He got off on some weird shit, yo.
Can I make a point though? This is an interesting thing. This is where black people using the
Hold up.
little washcloth
Okay.
in the shower hurts you
No.
because it's always a clean ass to fucking.
Oh.
You guys always got a clean ass to fucking. You knew when you went to a Diddy party. Diddy
That's
knew
an
if he
interesting
chose a
point.
black guy, he's like, yeah, that ass
You
is
don't
clean
think
'cause
about
of
the
washcloth.
downsides of hygiene.
Yeah.
You don't think about
With
it.
a white guy, you know I'm only washing to my abdomen. You don't know what's below. You don't know what's below. So if you're gonna try to take this ass, good luck.
Which race has the cleanest ass, you think? Probably black, right?
Oh, without a doubt,
Yeah, without a-
Asians. Because I don't even know if they shit really. I think it might be different. I
Also,
think,
America, y'all don't use the bidet like that. Al does, but it's just not a general bidet thing.
yeah.
But y'all are a washcloth culture, so I can see you guys have
But
the cleanest
bidet
ass.
culture,
yeah.
cleanest ass.
Yeah, so probably Asian.
Middle Eastern, because they got the infrastructure for bidets. They all got bidets.
Yeah, they wash all the time.
No.
They wash before they pray and shit.
Yeah.
They
They
Five
don't
times a
wash
day,
with
dog.
soap. They just rinse.
Yeah, I mean,
It's better than you. You don't do shit.
I don't know if it's better.
They wash
No, it
their
is
feet.
better.
They wash
I
their
don't know.
hands.
When it's
they wash
raining, when it's
everything.
raining
Smell your
outside,
finger.
did I wash?
Smell your
oh, it's
finger right
raining
now.
out. Oh, I guess I'm clean.
I've counted that before.
No, if you don't use soap, you didn't
Smell your
wash.
finger. Smell your
Which
finger.
one?
Right
Oh God, I know that.
There was a different.
Well, you know, I don't know how well the Flagrant podcast is going to do after this, but yeah, Andrew's pretty gross. But besides the fact, I'm just a little curious, and I just wanted to say something because, you know, maybe it makes sense to you. I don't know. But if you have such specific and detailed information about all kinds of races of all kinds of men's booty holes, I would say you're gay. And it just seems to be a theme in the Rogan sphere. They're all gay. I wish they would all come out. You know, if Akaash Singh just came out and said, hey guys, you know, I let her treat me like that because I've been in the closet this whole time and I hated myself and I needed her as a cover. And now I've come out of the closet and Andrew's been fucking my ass all this time. We'd be like, I mean, he might have a chance. I don't know. Could you imagine Akaash and Andrew hooking up and Akaash is the dominant one? Yeah, I just ruined your night. You're welcome. Now, if you think Andrew is showing his brother here some compassion, some love during his hard times. I mean, Andrew's sitting right next to him. Akaash looks like a mess. He didn't even comb his hair. He literally just came out of bed in his sweatpants and his sweatshirt. And he said, Andrew, I'm ready to do the show. Andrew said, no, not yet. Here's some Adderall, energy drink. Give it 30 minutes. We'll delay it. You come on, right? Because I need you. Now, Andrew put Akaash up to something that I don't think Akaash even has the capability of realizing because he is a complete mess. But Andrew certainly put Akaash up to this next clip. And you will realize it as soon as you watch this clip. Here we are. Akaash is about to do an ad read. An ad read. Now, I'm sure there was many ad reads. I'm sure there was Blue Chew. Obviously, if he was doing the Blue Chew ad, that might be a little too much because he himself admitted he has no dick game. And Jasleen came out and said, you have a tiny Peter. We don't even need a Blue Chew. Because look, it's Fred, my trainer. Anyways, they chose an ad for him. And, well, let's see for yourself.
All right, guys, let's take a break so we can help you with your mental health so you don't become a fucking sociopath who tries to poison everyone around you. You gotta protect your peace, and the easiest way to do that, staying away from Diddy. Second easiest way to do that, Talkspace, the #1 rated online therapy, bringing you professional support from licensed therapists and psychiatrists. That's important. That's an MD if you need medicine that can get you access anytime, anywhere. Talkspace is in-network. It is therapy and psychiatry covered by most insurers, and most insured members pay a copay of $0. Switch providers at no cost. You can find a licensed provider that fits your needs, and it's affordable even out of pocket. Part of the mission of Talkspace is to provide quality care that is accessible and affordable whether or not you are insured. That is
Well, of all the people to do the mental health ad and to tell people, get help so you don't poison the well. I wonder if those are words he's ever told his wife. I don't know. But I think Andrew is behind this one, because there's no way. You know, you should have gave him the dog food ad and the, what was it, Brian Callen's flip-flops. That would have been the safe choice. But Akaash is trying to send you mental health when it looks like his isn't very well intact. Just look at this face. I've given up. You know what I mean? Anyways, now I want to show you that Akaash is just in terrible shape. He doesn't care. He doesn't sleep. He's losing it. I think he's there. They've got him doped up, trying to keep him sane. And this part of the show proves it. This is halfway through the show, and this is about exactly how Akaash's life is going. Well, there it is, folks. There is Akaash. He has given up. He's just laying there out of his world. He's looking. He's loopy as fuck. And he still has on his sweatpants. And bro, that woman just fucked his life. I can't. You remember I told you when it was happening, I said, there are some things you can get canceled for and you can come back and, you know, you might lose a little bit of fans, but you can recover. And then there are things that you cannot recover from. There's Akaash, not recovered. But if that wasn't bad enough, we had a P. Diddy doc. You know, he's a hot topic right now. Everyone's talking about him and 50 Cent. You would think people would be so interested. They use their best card, talk about PD on the podcast. Let's move forward on Flagrant. But this is why the show is dead. And it will never recover simply because people never forget. And I just want to take a little look-see.
No. This
I love that for you.
At the comments. Here we go. The comments section is now the show. Can't read that one. She had a roster of men, Akaash. Roster. Crazy how I used to watch every pod, and now I just come to laugh at the comments without hitting play. Akaash, buddy, you gotta wash your balls, man. Now you think, okay, some of the top comments, this is recent drama. Let's just do a little scroll down. See if things get better. Deeper and deeper you go. They should have just had Akaash's name sitting in a seat. Oh, fuck. Okay. Till this day, Akaash 22 still believes his wife was a virgin. Akaash, fake laughter is killing me. Akaash is drinking every day now. Akaash here doing the pod while his wife's at home hiring house cleaners. We need a Jasleen documentary. One more to close it out. Let's scroll down. We're taking risks. Jasleen doc is worse than life in prison. How Flagrant ended Akaash's career. Akaash is super dead. When you put your hand on your forehead, that means done. And he's right. Akaash is done. But not only that, the Flagrant podcast is done as well. And Andrew, hey, look, Andrew's going out into movies. I just saw he was just on the Game Awards with the whole Street Fighter announcement thing. He is trying to make moves because he knows. He knew this whole Jasleen shit, and I'm sure he made his moves. But Andrew's career, as far as Flagrant is concerned, it's all coming to an end. Akaash will never live this down. He'll never live this down. And I'm sorry if you're a Flagrant fan. It looks like you're going to have to go watch another shitty Rogan Sphere podcast. What do you think about all of this drama? What do you think of all of this drama? Is it too crazy? Is it too crazy that this one thing ruined an entire man's career? Is it crazy that they're trying to act like nothing happened? And how long do you give the Flagrant podcast? How much longer do you give it? And will Andrew and Akaash become a future beef? These are the questions. Let me know in the comments. Peace.
Do you like to bang? Don't stay.